Had to start over. YouTube shut down on me. Gotta put anti-bug juice on me. This is plant-based and DEET-free. It worked okay yesterday. Let's see how it works today. See, this sucks. I lost my one person that was in here earlier. Oh, well. Oh, well. All right, y'all. This is day 2 of me getting myself back together. Accountability activation. As I mentioned yesterday, I have a new bestie from Algeria, and I, challenged them to move at least 10 minutes a day, drink some water. Of course, I always say this is no substitute for medical advice from your doctor. So if you have, you need to consult a physician if you start any new exercise program or anything strenuous. But this is just what I'm doing for myself. Moving at least 10 minutes a day. And I encourage y'all to do so with your doctor's advice. How's that? And we get to do it out here with the birds. Hey, birds. I tell you, it feels good just to take stretch your arms out. So I'm going to do some stretching. My back was hurting me a little bit. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, that felt good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is just going to be another nature walk. Honestly, I am bushed. I've been filming every day. I've been posting every day since October 18th. I've been doing lives every day. And at some point, you just really got to rest. So I'm going to take it light on myself this week, but I'm making sure that I get movement in because that's very important. So got to keep your body limber. That's what I want to do. I know a lot of us have sedentary jobs, just sitting at a desk all day. We don't get a chance to move our bodies. I think it's important even if you just walk around your office or do some kind of stretching or something. That old saying, if you move it, you lose it. That's true. And while I'm no fitness expert, I'm no doctor, I'm just a human person. I like saying human person. I'm just a human person that wants to stay as active as I can and stay as limber as I can. Because literally, if you don't move it, you lose it. My back feels better already. Listen to the birds, Elroy and them. I named one of the birds Elroy. It's one of the buzzards, though. Like that one. That's Elroy. That's not Elroy. Elroy. Yeah, I've fallen off the workout wagon. I was saying yesterday for like a month. Hello, everyone. I'm working out. I'm doing a nature walk. It's not going to be a serious workout because I am tired. Filming every day or living every day, it's exhausting. But I'm calling this my country fit workout. And I like to say, I'm not a fitness expert or a doctor. I'm just a human person that wants to stay in shape. So I'm going to walk around the woods. I'm going to do some stretching, some arm exercises, some balancing exercises. But next week, it's on. I'm hitting a real workout. Yes, I am. This week, I'm taking it easy on myself. I deserve it. Listening to the birds. I'm going to shut up and let y'all listen to the birds. I'm going to let y'all listen to the birds. Mm-hmm. saved it. Okay, that was too wobbly. I only did 22 seconds. What is going on? Sat there in 22 seconds on the other side. I wanted to even it up. Hi, Brian. How are you today? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say, I can hear you. This microphone, I'm about to take my little walk through the woods now. I'm about to take my walk through the woods. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. I'm going to walk through the woods. Oh, the deer came out. One of the deer came out today, right after I did my bird song live. But I turned my live back on right away. You can actually see it on my page. It's just like a minute. He came out, but the apples were already eating them earlier. It was cute. I heard him rustling, and then I looked up and I saw him. And then he ran to the road, and then a car came, and then he ran back into the woods. He came back home. He came to his house. This is his house. Because these things are still biting me. If you can hear me, say woods. Please say woods. Because this microphone, I think I need to get a new microphone. It has been failing me lately. It has been failing me. Let me see if you can hear me. Oh, you can hear me. Yay. Yay to the, I don't think it was Juniper. I think it was the older person. Older person. I don't think it was Juniper, but we kind of have to name all the rest of the deer too. The one that I saw earlier today, he was a bit sneaky. So I'm going to have to find I'm going to have to find a name for Sneaky Deer. It'd be cool if he came out right now, but I know he won't because I'm talking and I'm walking over here in their territory. But it would be cool if he came out. It would be cool if he came out. So a lot of people ask me why I like words so much. And I'm going to have a story time about that. When I was younger, probably like 8, started maybe when I was, mom used to give me a word test every week. She'd give me 10 words. I would have to know the spelling, the meaning, and I'd have to use it in a sentence. And so every time I got one right, I got money. So, I was all about getting those words right. And the first word I learned as a young person was the word frank, which we know Frank for 3 things. We know Frank as a name of a person. We know Frank as a hot dog name. But if Frank also means sincere. So if a person is being frank with you, they are being sincere. And that was the first word I learned from my mother's word test. And that was really the beginning of my word time. I also learned lethal as a young person. That was one of the other words I had. And of course, lethal is not a great word, but hey, it's not a word that we want to have to use every day because it does not have good meanings. But I did learn that word. And so first we know lethal. That's the name of a movie, Lethal Weapon. It's not a good weapon. No weapon is good. But anyway, that will continue my love of words. And then like some years later, I started what I called a word circle with my friends and my family members. And I would email new words every week, 10 to be exact, just like my mom did with me. I called it the cool circle, the cool word circle. I don't know, that wasn't a cool name, but whatever. And I would send them out to my friends via email. And I would encourage everyone to learn words and then to use a new word every day. And so that started my word. Well, I'll say that continued my love of words. Let me see if I have any questions here before I continue. Okay. Anyway. And so when I started my TikTok channel, like a few years ago, I was just like trying videos. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I learned how to edit so I can do TikTok videos. I didn't know how to edit before. And I was doing like content, like I was doing trends. I was like, this is not me. And then one day I was like, hey, why don't I do a word like I used to do? So I did, I think ruminate. No, that wasn't the first word, but that was the first word that kind of blew up. Ruminate was like the third word. I think it was the second or the third word I put up on TikTok. And ruminate means to think deeply. So in saying I got to think about it, you could say, let me ruminate on this. So I put up ruminate on TikTok. It got like 80,000 views or something. I was like, whoa, people like words like that? So I decided to pair my writing, my love of poetry, spoken word, and words, and love of words. And I decided to make my series Word Time. And so on TikTok, Word Time was originally the OG Word Time, I call it. OG word time was mostly rhyme, mostly spoken word. And, you know, it was real cool. It was longer. It's like a minute. But, and that really is what helped me get most of my followers. TikTok, I have like 20 something thousand followers, and it was from words. But then when I tried to translate that to YouTube, YouTube doesn't like long stuff. So I had to like try to figure out new formats with words. So that's where we are. I'm going to drink water now and see if I have any questions. Bye. Tonight, I'm doing a taste test at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and 7 o'clock Eastern Time. So you enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for stopping by as always. Feels good to move your body. Sometimes it seems like it feels good to do nothing, like to just like to not work out or to not do anything because it just seems too taxing. But man, the cost of not moving your body is like too high. You got to move that body. So I'm really trying to be better, even when I don't feel like it. Like today, I really, truly did not feel like doing anything. I'm so tired. These are the days that you have to push through, that you rely on, you know, this discipline, I guess. Yeah, you rely on the discipline muscle. I'm highly ambitious, and assiduous is the word of the week. I am an assiduous person. Assiduous is more than hardworking. A person who is just consistent, obnoxiously consistent, obnoxiously pays attention to every detail of their work, cares about their work. And that is me. I am meticulous. Even if nobody is paying attention to me, I'm going to still do my thing. And so some of the things that I want to work on as a person, my patience. I am the caretaker of a 98-year-old grandmother, and she is amazing. Like sometimes I'm tested in my patience. Tested in my patience. And I want to be better. I want to be better. You know, because most of the time things happen. She can't help it. Sometimes her memory isn't that great. She broke her leg at the end of last year. Towards the end of last year, she broke her leg in October, which was very traumatic. And when elders have to go under anesthesia, it is not great for them. They can get what's called, oh my God. It's called, oh my God, what's the full word? It's delirium. And that delirium can last a week. Grandma. And so that delirium kind of looks like forgetting, hallucinations, and all kinds of madness, which is really hard. You know, it's hard if your grandma doesn't remember you. I mean, she remembers you, but doesn't know your name or something like that. And that was all that delirium, but she's so much better now. Like she can walk now. Well, her walking is better. But like at 98 years old, to break your leg and to have surgery, she's a walking miracle. Her surgeon is like, I'm calling him a maverick, Dr. Gleckler. Amazing. Went to Georgetown. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Like he killed it, man. My grandmother could literally stand up on her leg the next day. She broke her leg and was able to stand up on it the next day because Dr. Gleckler did a flawless surgery on her leg. And when I took her to a follow-up appointment to see him a couple of months ago, he showed me where the bone was growing back. I'm like, this is crazy. The human body is just astounding. Like, truly, what a marvelous piece of machinery, for lack of a better word. Like, the human body is crazy. So my grandmother, in her 98 years, after breaking her leg in 3 places, is now back to a point where she can walk. I mean, she's still, learning. She's walking, and every day I do her physical therapy exercises with her. She fights with that most days, but do my physical with her, and I encourage her to take like 4 or 5 steps. And I'm telling you, my grandmother is so inspiring to me. I'm like, if she can get up and fight through it, even though I know sometimes she doesn't feel like it, or she might be sad or depressed or whatever, she fights. And so she is my hero. And it is an honor to take care of her. And I still found a way to pursue my dreams, I was living in New York and I was enjoying my life. And then she fell many years ago, like 6, 7 years ago. And I had to drop everything and pretty much come to her. And, that's hard when you're kind of like in the prime of your life, really pursuing your dreams and stuff. And so, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I found a way to make it work, and I could still pursue my dreams while I'm here with her, and have a little production studio here. And I, get to enjoy nature. And I wouldn't be able to leave my equipment outside in New York. I'll tell you that much. You leave it outside in New York, it's gone in like 2 seconds. So here, I can leave my equipment out. I have a whole little production studio. I have over, maybe 300 pieces of costumes and accessories. I wouldn't have anywhere to store that in New York. Props. I have a built-in set here, right here. So there's a blessing in it. God does not make mistakes, as they say. And so the blessing is that even though I had to pretty much give up my New York life full time, I go there. I'm there and I'm here. So it's not like I gave it up. It's just that it looks different. Go back and forth. I switch off with my mom. We go back and forth. So my New York life is still a thing. It's just different. It looks different as I help my grandmother in her 90s. And I just think it's a blessing. I don't think that we, as human people, we don't take care of elders enough in this society. I feel like in this country, we really are disrespectful to elders. Other countries have much more respect for their elders, like Japan, elders. And here, the States is so obsessed with youth culture. And youth is great, obviously. Youth, that's our future. But where will we be without our elders? Like, my grandmother was born in 1927. So she was in the thick of all of it. Her father was born on the edge of, slavery, basically. She grew up in the deep South where Jim Crow was a thing. Stuff was separate. And she persevered. So we have to honor our elders. We have to treat them like the historians that they are. Our elders are literally our historians. We don't treat them like that, but we should be talking to our elders, asking them questions. Like, if you have an elder relative, be it a grandmother, a parent, a grandparent, a parent, an aunt, an uncle, a neighborhood auntie or uncle, we need to be asking them questions about their life, history, how they grew up, These are our historians. We don't have to read a history book always to get history. Just go right, call your mama up, call your grandmama up, talk to that play uncle. We'll learn a lot. And so we need to have more reverence for our elders. They should live the latter part of their life with dignity. There needs to be better support for caretakers like myself. So many other caretakers out there who are not getting support, no financial support, no emotional support. Caretaking is heavy work. So salute to all the caretakers out there who are doing it every day, sacrificing your time and your life to take care of an elder relative, or sometimes maybe not even a blood relative. It is an amazing job. And it's not even a thankless job. It's a thankful job. Like, I am grateful every day that I get to spend with my grandma. Oh, I gotta drink some water. I know I've been going on about this topic, but it's very important to me. I'll talk about a woman who has given me so much. My grandma put me through school, made sure that I attended a great school as a kid, put me through Catholic school. She bought me my first car, financed my second car. So I owe it to her to take care of her. She helped my mom a lot. My mom was a young mom. My mom was a great mom. Is a great mom, but I mean, when I was growing up, I felt like she raised me quite well, and my grandparents were there to help. So I owe my grandma so much. She's a doll. And what a doll she is. She took down and she would help cook and clean for them. She didn't want any money from them. So to me, she made a deposit. And now she's collected whether she knows it or not. Whether she knows it or not. I really wish I had my watch so I can know how many steps I've taken. I don't know. Oh boy. I don't even know if anybody's in this stream. This is kind of like a random stream. But this is really about me being accountable in my fitness journey, kind of getting back on the horse. It's so hard once you like fall off the horse. Is it the horse or the wagon? Whatever. Once you fall off an apparatus, it is really hard to get back on it. So it's just important to try to stay active, a few minutes a day. Everybody tries to go hard. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna stay in the gym for an hour and a half. Oh gosh. Nobody has time for that. You don't have to stay in the gym for an hour and a half to prove a point. But a few minutes of exercise, a few minutes of movement really does the body good. So I keep getting all these things in my sock. I am trying to do that. As I mentioned earlier, it was really a challenge to get up today. I did not want to come out here because I'm so sleepy, so tired from YouTubing and caretaking together. It's very taxing. I've been doing lives every day, done videos every day since October 18th. I cannot say that enough. I've posted every day since October 18th. Assiduousness. The word of the week, I have embodied assiduousness since October 18th. That's crazy town. But you know what? Hates to see me coming. I love a streak. Let me tell you. I love a streak. And when my streaks are broken, I am devastated. I want to make it to a year, 2 years, 3 years. Who knows? I want to post every day for as long as I can hold a streak up. I'm on a 1,300 and I think 28-day streak on Duolingo. 1,328 days on Duolingo. Aprendió español. Español. I think I just said that wrong. Aprender, but conjugated. Oh, Lord. Aprendiendo. Oh, my gosh. I'm messing up learning. Aprendiendo. Aprendiendo. Someone out there, Spanish, is listening to me, Spanish speaking. Please correct me right now because I'm having a brain freeze. I promise you I know the word. I know the word. I know the word. Oh, man. It feels so good to be in nature. Just to kind of release, do a simple walk, enjoy the sunshine. It's so interesting about being in the country. Like, the next house is like pretty far, but I can hear them talking. So wild. Wild. I don't know if anyone's listening to me right now. This is a very random stream today, and it's okay. But if you are listening to me, I would just like for you in the chat if you don't want to. But I would just like for you to think about ways that you can be more assiduous in your career, in your school. Like assiduous means a person who pays great attention to detail, person who is consistent. I mean, it's like 20 levels above hardworking. And so if we think about what our goals are in life, if you're in school, I'm sure you have certain goals. If you are out of school and are working professional or working to attain, how can we be more assiduous? Again, you do not have to type anything into the chat. That's between you and your thoughts. But I would just encourage you to reach for even more assiduousness. I know I can. And the goal is to not work harder. It's to work smarter. If something isn't working, we have to pivot and reassess and figure out where the gaps are and figure out how we can improve. So assiduous is the word of the week. Assiduous, Assiduous. Assiduous. It's actually one of the first words that I shared with my old school cool word circle with my friends via email back in the day. Assiduous. And when I first read that word, I don't know where I read it, but it always stuck with me. I like the way it sounds, assiduous. It has a cool sound, but more importantly, I like what it means. So if you can hear me in the chat, If you're in the room, let's think of ways we can be more assiduous. Let's think of what thing we can do to increase our output, but not working harder, meaning just to really make a deposit into our dreams, our goals, our purpose, the purpose and the plan that has been set upon our lives. As the birds sing to us, I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes. Just listen. Listen to nature. All right, I'm going to make one more once around, and then I'm going to call it a day. Put some apples out for the deer and the foxes and the dogs and whoever else is going to come and eat. That's what I'm going to do. Get some apples for the deer. I wonder if the deer can smell the apples. I'm sure they can. Animals have very keen senses of smell. Many of them do. I mean, that's how they survive. They have to smell predators. Some of them don't have keen vision, but they have good senses of smell. So I'm sure, I wonder what the apple smells like to the deer. I wonder. All right, I'm going to go and get some apple for the deer. Place them down, and then I'm going to stretch, and I'm going to call it a day. I think I did a good 20 plus minutes of walking. I don't have my Fitbit because the battery's dead. I need to charge it up. So, I'm going to feed the deer. Feed the deer apples. Question is, where do I want? So my camera right now is sitting. Let me get my stick. My camera is sitting in one of the places where I put the deer apples. So I'm gonna continue to put it there. I'm gonna put it close by because I like to think they're used to coming here to get the apples. So I don't want to fool them. So apple down for the deer. Then I'm going to go to the woods and put the other apple down. I think I'm going to put it over there. Hopefully that can be seen. I don't know. I'm going to go put the other apple down. Only going to put out 2 apples today. These deer or these foxes or whoever, they're kind of greedy. So I try to do 2 apples a day for my deer friends and my fox friends. Although the other day, a doggy friend came and got one of the apples. I don't know whose dog it is, but he came and he ate my deer's. I like to put one right here. There you have it. Boop, boop, boop. I used to know how to baton. All right, time to stretch and call it a day. Call it a day. Call it a day. That was fun. I got to talk about my grandma, one of my favorite topics. Talk about my 98-year-old grandmother. Oh, it's such a blessing to be a caretaker. It's a challenge. I've cried many a days, but ultimately, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I wouldn't trade anything for it. All right, I'm just doing some light stretching because I did stretching earlier and it felt great. I'm just going to do some light stretching for my back. My back definitely knows when I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I can feel it. So I have to go because I have help for 7 hours during the day. And she's going to be leaving in 30 minutes. So I have to run and take a shower and hang out with my grandma before my Dollar Tree taste test tonight. Grandma goes to bed at like 4. Well, she gets into bed at 4. And then she calls me for the next 2 hours to say one thing or another is wrong. And then she finally settles down. So that's our routine. Pretty much. Pretty much our routine. All right, one more. All right. That was a good country fit walk. Kept me accountable. And now I bid you adieu. Adieu, 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 adieu. Thank you all for joining me. I know it was a random day, random people in and out, but I'm doing this live because it's holding me accountable. So today was day 2 of me working out or me taking it easy. I'll be back tomorrow to work out again. All right, y'all. Be good to yourself. You deserve it. And if you like sunrises, meet me tomorrow. Meet me tomorrow. All right, let me go carry this. Oh, I thought I ended this stream, but I did not.